So this is week 2 of my YouTube monetization journey, and it was better than I expected. And no, I did not go viral. So today I'll go over everything that happened this week. I will share all the metrics, and then my tip of the week is going to be all about gear. So be sure to stick around for that. Hey, I'm Tess. If you're new here, welcome. My channel is all about helping women 50 plus reinvent themselves and live their best damn lives. And for me, part of my reinvention story is YouTube. So my goal is to turn this into an income stream, and I think there are probably a lot of other 50 plus folks out there wanting to do the same. So I thought I'd share my journey so you could see what it's really like. So let's talk strategy. So my strategy is to post 2 videos a week. One is going to be for my core channel focus, which is reinvention for women over 50. And then one is going to be like this, a YouTube monetization series video. Is it ambitious? Yes, because I also have a full-time workload. And last week was pretty busy, and there was a moment where I asked myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? But I really want to challenge myself, and holding myself to this schedule keeps me consistent, and consistency is everything on YouTube. Plus, more videos equals more data for YouTube to find my audience and push my videos more, and more opportunities for people to find me. So it's a lot, but I am committed and I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So I've really been inspired by 2 other Gen X YouTubers, Jen from Silver and Solo and Alexis Aranoia. You may have seen their videos, but both of them got monetized in 10 weeks and they did a challenge like this. And so that is my goal. Now, will it happen? Who knows? But aiming high is part of the fun, and it's great to set goals for yourself. All right, so let's get into what happened this week, the exciting part. So everything tripled, and in some cases quadrupled. So subscribers, views, watch hours, and honestly, I was pleasantly surprised to see this much growth this early. And I got my first comments from some awesome women, and I swear sometimes the comments are even better than the metrics because it shows that I'm actually reaching real people. And I love to connect with these people. So if you were someone who commented, thank you, and keep them coming. They really help keep me motivated. And most of this increase was due to 2 videos I published the week earlier, which the first one was the We Do Not Care Club for menopausal women, which seemed to connect with people, and it pulled in almost 200 views. And then my other video, which is 3 things I wish I knew before starting over in my 50s, also did better than I expected, and it got about 143 views. And that might not seem like a lot, but on my first channel that I had, which didn't do as well, I didn't see a video reach 100 views for like 5 months. So this is really exciting for me to see this kind of growth this early. But here is where I was a tiny bit bummed. The 2 videos I posted last week, which included the week 1 monetization video, didn't do as well. But that's just YouTube for you. It is a total roller coaster. One week your videos are going to do great and you'll be on top of the world, and then the next week they're going to flop and you're going to be all dejected. So that is just part of being a YouTuber. So one thing I did do though for that monetization video is I changed the title and thumbnail after I saw in the first couple of days the click-through rate was low. Because sometimes if your click-through rate is low, that means people aren't liking your title and thumbnail. So if you change it, sometimes that can boost views. And I have seen them go up since I changed it. So that's encouraging. And speaking of numbers, without further ado, let's dive into the analytics. But first, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can follow me along on my YouTube monetization journey and see if I reach my goal. Okay, so here we are in YouTube analytics, and you can see here the data. I got 314 views, which is up from, I think last week it was 109. So that tripled. And then the watch time is 11.5. And last week, I think it was 3.8. So that also pretty much tripled. And then subscribers went up by 18. And last week I had gained 4 subscribers. So that was almost more than quadrupled. So that was pretty cool. And then the videos that I published, so is it too late to start over in your 50s? I published one on Sunday, and then this trying to monetize my channel, I published on Thursday. And none of these did all that great. So this growth was mostly driven by the videos that I posted the week before, which was kind of interesting. And so scrolling down, you can see here, these are, why is this floating there? That's weird. Okay, this is the one that did the best, the We Do Not Care Club for menopausal women, got 141 views. That was last week. It was published the week before, so on top of that, it got like almost 200 views. And this one got 96 views last week. Again, this is another one that was published the week before, so combined it was like 143 views. And then these were the two others that were published this week that didn't do quite as well. You could see 49 views for this one and then 17 for this one. You know, this one's not, I'm not super mad at. I'm a little bit disappointed in this one, but like I said, I changed the thumbnail and title, and I have seen some growth in that video, a better click-through rate on that video since then. So I think that was the right move. Now I'm going to go back up and I'm going to change this to lifetime, just because that was for the last 7 days. This is going to show us what I have so far for, you know, since I started my channel 3 weeks ago. So 488 views, watch time hours 17.9. Again, I need 4,000, so I'm still a long way off. And I have 28 subscribers total. I need 1,000 for monetization. So, you know, I still have a long way to go, but this growth so far is definitely encouraging. So I am not too mad about that. All right, so now let's get into the YouTube tip of the week. Just the tip. So this week's tip is for anyone thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but feel totally overwhelmed by gear. And I know this is something that's intimidating, especially for a lot of over 50 creators, because they feel like they need a lot of expensive gear or a lot of technical knowledge. But honestly, you only need a couple of inexpensive things to get started and no tech knowledge required. So when I started my first channel, this is what I started with. My iPhone 11, this was not the latest iPhone by any means, but the video quality was decent. And I had this $12 that I got on Amazon lavalier microphone with all the wires, but you hook this to, I hooked it to my bra underneath and you couldn't even see it. Some people hook it to their lapel or to their shirt right here, and then the wire plugs into the phone. And I also needed this adapter just because it needed to go, this thing doesn't fit into your phone, so you have to plug it in this way and then it goes into your phone. So the mic was $12 and the adapter was like $7. So very, very cheap. And then I had a tripod, which my phone is sitting on now, and that was $19. So all in to start was about $40. And I filmed with natural light from a window, but I'll link all of my gear in the description below. But here is why the mic is so important. So audio actually matters more than video. And that seems kind of weird, but people will sit through not the best video quality, but they will not sit through poor audio. So you definitely want to get a mic when you start. And then the tripod just makes life so much easier because it just holds your camera, your phone in place, and you don't have to try to balance it on top of a stack of cookbooks or try to get the framing right that way. And it holds everything steady. But eventually I upgraded, gradually. So about 2 months in, I bought a lighting setup. So I just realized that I didn't get a lot of good natural light in my place. So the light really helped, and that's what I'm using now. It's great. I'll link that below too. But I wouldn't even start with a light. I would just start to see if you like doing videos first and just use light from your window. And then I also upgraded to the DJI Mic Mini. So I changed up my mic here. It's a wireless mic, so I don't have to deal with the wires, and it just is a magnet that kind of clips onto my shirt, which is nice. But honestly, I don't notice a huge difference with the mics. The quality, I'm sure if a sound design person would be able to tell the difference. But for me, I just need it to be clear. I need you to be able to hear me. And I did that with both mics. And the light, though, I will say made a big difference. And that's just because the lighting in my home was not great. So the lighting really upped the video quality. So my advice is don't wait until you have the perfect gear. It really doesn't matter that much. Just get a mic, get a tripod, and just start. You can wait for everything else until you really know that you love doing this. Then you can make the investment. And if you missed my week 1 video, then watch it here so you can see where I started from and a little bit more about my history on YouTube. And remember, you're a bad mamma jamma.